So this is going to be a performance video of what I taught you the last time. And I'm going to quickly go over my settings. I am playing borderless window 1080p. I'm using the TAA anti-aliasing technique, but you do not need to use it. I'm only using it to get really good visuals and to not have, pixelated stuff going on. I am using 46 render scaling, AMD FSR frame generation with the lowest settings possible. Then again, you can test this out for yourself on any other system, on your system, but mine is just specifically to test out TAAU in all this. So we're going to go into practice range here. Again, my performance is going to be pretty much halved because I am recording. But with, on average, you would be getting way higher than just 90. So I'm just going to play, we'll just play Iron Man. And yes, this is actually how it looks like with the performance on. But if you don't want to play with AMD FSR frame generation, you don't have to. I only play with it to make it very smooth, and since I am used to playing on delay, this is not a big deal for me. So as you can see, we're not getting any in and out loss. We are getting 90 to 100 FPS with 70 ping on average. And this is not edited. This is completely real. I'm just letting you know. I will grab my ultimate here to show any more performance. So just get that ultimate charge. I'm going to use it. Our frames are a little bit affected by it, but then they shoot right back up to 100. And this is how it works. It just basically, this is how it looks. It just basically makes textures and visual effects a lot lower quality. And it also gets rid of shadows. It gets rid of all that. And it gets rid of character shadows. And most visual effects you won't see with this on. Then again, I only play with this just because I cannot get good frames if I don't. I can actually go into my settings and change it so it reverts back to shadows, but then I'd have to do the whole process again, and I don't want to do that. So, as you can see, I'm sitting on a still frame looking directly at the middle of the map, and we are getting 87 to 90 frames, and this is really good performance. If I go to my settings and I turn off AMD FSR frame generation, and as you can see, we're getting about 50. Input delay is a lot lower, it feels way responsive, but the frame rate, in my opinion, is not worth the lower latency because it's not going to feel like you're playing on lower latency. So even with the AMD FSR frame generation, the higher frames you get, the lower latency you're going to get. So basically, it feels just a tiny bit more delayed right now. That's it. But it feels just a tiny bit more delayed, and this is doable. You can play with this. See, look, 59. If I just sit still, it jumps right back up to 80. All this does is it increases your performance. It does not give you wall hacks. It does not give you ESP. It doesn't give you aimbot. It doesn't give you anything like that. And you're a real dirtbag if you go to download cheats, because, dude, you're just ruining the game for me. You're ruining the game for yourself. You're ruining the game for everybody else around you, including your teammates. Then again, this is definitely a little bit unfair, considering you're getting way more FPS than the average person. But if I look directly up at the sky, you can see I'm getting 150 FPS on average, and it's just a really, really good way to get more frames. Definitely do this at your own risk because, I'm doing it. Nobody else is really doing this, but this is just pure, I'm just going to say this, it's not for educational purposes, but it's for helping purposes, for people that just don't have good computers and just can't get FPS in Marvel Rivals. You can go into a game and test this out yourself, and you will see the performance gain that you get to make it completely fair, because it's not fair playing on low FPS than it is on playing extremely high FPS with low graphics. It's not fair. And I'm pretty sure these devs know that the game running on very low FPS is not fair, and it will never be fair. Because everybody else is playing on high FPS while you're not. And yeah, that was basically just the point of this video. So I guess drop a like, subscribe, do something like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.